Hello. I'm doing this, and it's in the middle of the what's called the high holidays or the high holy days in the Jewish calendar. It starts with Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur. Right now we're in the middle of Sukkot, and then following that will be Simchas Torah. And I had a thought about this holiday. Right now it's the holiday of Sukkot, and how it can apply to Noahides. The the holidays, to a large extent, correspond with the what's referred to as divine providence. That's the system that the world receives its energy, its substance from heaven, from the divine, and how it becomes part of this world, how the world comes to be, and is connected with godliness. Completely connected with godliness. The Jewish calendar basically operates corresponds with the system of divine providence, whether it's the daily cycle, the weekly, the monthly, the yearly, or even the solar year. It's recognized in Western society is all connected with this cycle. Even the part, the cycle of the Torah readings, even the parts that don't always correspond every year. The weekly and the monthly don't correspond every year, but that's all part of the cycle. We find with regards to the high holidays, we have Rosh Hashanah, that was 3 weeks ago. We have Yom Kippur, that was about a week and a half ago, and now we're in we're in Sukkot. This cycle goes through a certain progression. During Rosh Hashanah, it's a time of judgment for the world. The world is being judged. Decisions are being made. And these decisions at that point are still in the intellect. They're still in the thought process. At the time of Yom Kippur, they become sealed. The decisions that were made on Rosh Hashanah regarding how the world will be becomes sealed. It becomes solidified. And then during Sukkot, it comes into more of a process. It becomes more tangible. We can see it in by being in the hut. We can see the tangibility. And then Simchas Torah is when it's taken out into the streets, into the world, becomes part of our activity. We notice during the time of Sukkot, if we look in the book of Numbers, chapter 29, we see a list of the sacrifices that were given during the week of Sukkot. The sacrifices are similar in some regards, but then in the regard to the oxen that are sacrificed, it starts out on the first day of Sukkot. It starts out with 13 oxen, and then each day it progressively goes down until at the end of Sukkot, on Hoshana Rabbah, which was today, we have 7 oxen that are being sacrificed. This corresponds, the 13 and 7, this 13 correspond with the holiday that we just came out of, which was Yom Kippur, just prior, and also Rosh Hashanah. The 13 correspond with the 13 attributes of mercy, which is very important both in Rosh Hashanah and especially in Yom Kippur. In Yom Kippur, the 13 attributes is just a major theme for that day. We come out of Yom Kippur in the mode of the 13, and we come into Sukkot, and that's the mode, but it transforms over the week of Sukkot into 7, and 7 corresponds with the the worldly, with the actual physicality that we find at the end of Sukkot. That's the seven. It corresponds with the 7 days of creation, with the 7 emotive qualities of a human being. The qualities, the attributes that make up a human being, it's considered to be 7. So by the end of Sukkot, we're looking at, we take the divine mercy, but it transforms into ourselves, into who we are, and we transform because of it. And because of that, then we're able to go on into the world and live properly in this world and make a difference. The 7 attributes of the human being for a Noahide are corresponded with the 7 laws of Noah, which each one of the laws works with one of the attributes to refine and make us better people. The oxen that were sacrificed on Sukkot, the 13 through the 7 at the end of Sukkot, and all the ones in between add up to 70. And it's understood that from the 70 corresponds to the 70 nations of the world. So the 70 nations of the world, and we see in the prophet Zechariah, at the end of the prophet Zechariah, where it's explained that Sukkot is connected to the 70 the nations of the world receiving substance, receiving rain. This is where we, as Noahides, receive our substance, is through the process of Sukkot, through the process of the divine mercy transforming into the 7 attributes, which is what makes us up. We can think of it, I thought of a car analogy. In Rosh Hashanah, the decision is made. The person driving a car makes a decision, he wants the car to move forward. In Yom Kippur, it's written on Rosh Hashanah. In Yom Kippur, he puts his foot on the gas pedal, actuating the engine to put energy into the engine. And that's the seal that occurs on Yom Kippur. It's written and it's sealed, but then it has to go from that into actualizing. And that would be the transmission system from the engine through the drive system into the wheels. The whole transmission system is what is occurring on the festival of Sukkot. And what happens is then at the end of the festival of Sukkot, as we are now able to go forward, the car the car moves because of this process. This is how this process works and how it affects the nations of the world. So everybody make use of this, be aware of it. If we're aware of it, then we can use it to our benefit, to the benefit of following God and being the kind of people we're supposed to be and doing the things that we're supposed to be doing. Thank you very much.